G'day, it's Picken. I'm the CEO of the Global Wealth Group, and I wanted to bring you this weekly wealth insights. You can hear the birds chirping in the background. It's the most beautiful day here in Knysna, South Africa. What is this weekly wealth insight about? Well, it is all about how you can learn from the best in the world. Now, there's a gentleman called Clem Sunter, and he used to be chairman of Anglo American Gold, which is one of the biggest mining companies in the world. He's ex-Oxford. I can never remember if it's Oxford or Cambridge, but it doesn't matter. And from there, he basically became a strategy planner, a strategy expert, a strategy authority. And subsequently, he helped with CODESA here in South Africa, which was the changeover from Nelson Mandela, the previous government to Nelson Mandela, and the whole constitution, and making sure we didn't end in a civil war. He spoke about the high road and the low road and how South Africa ultimately helped us get to the high road. And he's done consulting all over the world, including with some of the biggest and best companies, including the Chinese government. And he's got a whole philosophy of scenario planning. Now, no one can predict the future. No one has a clue where the future is going. But what you can do is you can look at different scenarios and then have different flags. So the analogy I like to use is that when I go surfing, if you're down in Cape Town, they've got different flags. And if you've got a white flag, you shouldn't go in the water because there's sharks. And if there's a green flag, then it means it's murky, and etc. And the bottom line is, if you don't know the flags, it can be seriously dangerous to your survival. And it's the same thing here. You take the economy, the global economy, the political situation, the environmental situation, and you look at the different scenarios of where South Africa could go, where the world could go, where the global economy could go, where the global environment could go. And then you use flags to determine it. Now, I built many years ago a 4-dimensional model on top of Clem Sunter's scenario planning to enable us as investors to make educated, informed decisions as to where to invest. And, I then wrote a book called Property Going Global, which Clem actually endorsed. And the reason for this wealth insight is that I'm truly, truly excited. I've been very, very grateful to him. He's been a wonderful mentor to me in my life. He's just brought out his latest book, Thinking the Future. And this is all about where the world's going and what's happening. And in South Africa, there's been a lot of chaos of late. Around the world, there's been a lot of chaos politically, economically, environmentally, social, problems. And so where do we go from here? We're in 2021. What do we do over the next decade? What do we plan for? How can we use scenario planning? And I'm very, very excited to say that he's kindly offered to do a webinar with us on the 17th of August, where he'll come and explain what are the scenarios for the global economy? What are the scenarios for South Africa and the country? Is there a future for people in South Africa? What is happening in the environment, and how will it impact your investment strategy? What type of investments should you be looking at? What type of asset classes? Which countries should you be looking at based on the scenarios and the flags? And these are the questions which will help you make far better educated, informed decisions. And if I've learned one thing from wealthy people, is that they go out and they get the knowledge so that they can make intelligent decisions, not just based on gut feel or what their brother or mother says, or the estate agent or their financial planner or broker. Like, they take responsibility to get the information and understanding for themselves. Click on the link below. Come and join us live at the webinar, and come and ask the questions, get the knowledge that you want. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to the channel. We do a weekly wealth insight every single Friday. And I personally feel very strongly that to empower 1 billion people, we've got to change people's mindsets. We've got to change their knowledge. And I can only do that with your help. So please share it with others. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. And let's change the world. Let's create a world that we all want to see. And come get the knowledge for yourself. See you on the 17th. Cheers.